There are millions of people worldwide tapping into the benefits of microdosing psychedelics to improve productivity, creativity, and alertness. But what else is out there that can give you the same benefits as psychedelics without any of the dangers associated with the hallucinogenic properties and also some of the other side effects? So in this video, what I'm going to do is look at a new ingredient that's just been released by Nootropics Depot called Cognance, which is a type of Bacopa monnieri which interacts with the same serotonin receptor as many psychedelics out there. So for those of you who are brand new to my channel, my name is Lucas, the founder of Boost Your Biology. And my mission is to bring forward the most cutting edge health information that you'll struggle to find on Google. So if you have been enjoying these videos, please like the video and hit subscribe to stay up to date with the latest and greatest health research. So what is Cognance? Well, it actually also is known as the Tickler because this particular ingredient has been shown to interact with the same serotonin receptor, the 5-HT2A serotonin receptor. And if this new compound is anything like most other drugs that interact or tickle or I guess agonize this particular serotonin receptor, then it's likely it will promote memory, mood, wakefulness, energy, depth of thought, and also focus. A very broad range of hopefully potent benefits. Now, Cognance is an incredibly unique patented extract of Bacopa monnieri. Now, the question is, can this mimic the effects of psychedelics without any of the potential side effects? Now, just a heads up, you will see Cognance linked down below in the video description if you do want to purchase this unique extraction of Bacopa monnieri. So Bacopa monnieri does have many drawbacks, and a lot of people who use regular Bacopa monnieri, which you'll see in thousands of different nootropic supplements on the market. In fact, Bacopa monnieri is oftentimes considered the gold standard nootropic due to its robust human clinical data. It does improve memory, it does improve processing speed, it does have a wide variety of benefits and neuroprotective qualities. However, regular Bacopa monnieri does have many drawbacks, and one of them is anhedonia. And now this anhedonia, which is a blunted ability to experience pleasure or a reduction in the pleasure response, is oftentimes a side effect with Bacopa monnieri, which is just like what we see with ashwagandha. Now, in addition to this, Bacopa monnieri, due to its ability to upregulate the GABA receptors, can induce a state of laziness. And I have seen this numerous times in clinic where we prescribed Bacopa monnieri, and clients would come back and say that they felt just like they couldn't be bothered. They were procrastinating more. They just felt very lazy, and they prefer to just stay on the couch and sort of chill out all day. This is another drawback with regular Bacopa monnieri. In addition to this, a lot of users actually notice increased sleepiness. This could potentially be due to Bacopa's effect on lowering glutamate. And then also the extremely vivid dreams. A lot of people who use Bacopa monnieri report extremely vivid and intense dreams. However, a lot of these side effects could potentially be resolved if we utilize this new form of Bacopa monnieri, this Cognance extract, which I'll dive deep into shortly. So why would someone take the Tickler or Cognance? Well, over the years, the concept of microdosing has really taken off. Yet for the average person, it is quite an inaccessible concept to engage in. Now, although the legislative environment is changing, widespread microdosing accessibility is still away and is very far away from being very accessible to majority of the population. Now, luckily, they had the foresight many years ago to look towards one of the most famous natural nootropics, Bacopa monnieri, and it actually contains the precursor for a fantastic molecule called ebulin lactone. Now, this ebulin lactone just so happens to be a positive allosteric modulator of one of the main receptor targets of microdosing, the 5-HT2A serotonin receptor. Now, through a patented extraction and processing method, Nootropics Depot are able to, for the first time ever, concentrate massive amounts of ebulin lactone. Now, this has never been done before, so those that actually do decide to use this particular nootropic ingredient will definitely be the early, or considered to be an early adopter, since it's such a new and novel compound. Now, ebulin lactone is perhaps one of the only high affinity natural 5-HT2A positive allosteric modulators. Now, the effects you can expect from Cognance are a distinct mood boosting effect, backed up by increases in overall cognitive function, focus, and even creativity. Now, this is of course not all known or not all down to the 5-HT2A receptor activation. In fact, Cognance also has another trick up its sleeve. The ebolin lactone content of Cognance also acts as an M1, a muscarinic acetylcholine receptor positive allosteric modulator. Now, this is quite an important and it's seemingly elusive target for cognitive enhancement, and thus it is quite special to see it here alongside ebolin lactone's 5-HT2A activity. So in addition to it affecting 5-HT2A receptor activity, it also appears to act amongst the M1 muscarinic acetylcholine receptor. So now that you know the ins and outs of the extraction and conversion process, you're probably wondering what a high ebolin lactone bacopa extract feels like. For those who have experience with real microdosing, so genuine sub-threshold effects, the effects will be recognizable and subtle. Subtle is the name of the game here. See, Cognance is not going to blow your way and send you on a spiritual journey like you would get if you did use psychedelics. Now, that is not the intent of microdosing, and it's not the intent of Cognance. What it will provide is a very unique sense of mental clarity, focus, and creativity paired with a very natural feeling lift in mood. Now, these acute effects are perceptible by most when utilizing the standard 100 milligram dosage. However, if you want less subtle and more noticeable effects, you can bump your dosage up to 200 milligrams, and what they are targeting here predominantly is the 5-HT2A receptors. Now, just a little summary around the 5-HT2A receptors. This particular receptor is one of the 15 known serotonin receptors, and it plays a major role in regulating the central nervous system, neuroplasticity, mood, creativity, and focus. Now, the 5-HT2A receptors are particularly densely distributed throughout regions of the brain that are heavily involved in cognition and mood. Thus, it is no surprise that 5-HT2A receptor dysfunction has been identified as a common thread amongst individuals with less than ideal cognitive function and mood. Now, when 5-HT2A receptors are activated, highly complex signaling cascades occur that end up influencing glutamatergic, cholinergic, GABAergic, and even dopaminergic activity. It also forms receptor complexes or heterodimers and heteromers with dopamine D2, cannabinoid CB1, glutamate M-glu receptor 2, and serotonin 5-HT1A. Now, these complex reactions with other neurotransmitter systems certainly makes the 5-HT2A a very important and far-reaching neuromodulator, which has major implications for cognition and mood. So by taking Cognance, you can experience many of the beneficial effects of elevated 5-HT2A activity, such as elevated mental clarity, a lift in mood, and deep, calm focus. Now, obviously, the 5-HT2A receptor is an incredibly exciting receptor target. However, the M1 muscarinic acetylcholine receptors are just as fascinating. A lot of research has started to point to M1 receptors being one of the main cholinergic receptors involved in cognitive function. Due to this, there has been a major effort to find selective M1 agonists, or even better, positive allosteric modulators. This effort has turned out to be incredibly hard, so it is quite spectacular that nature, yet again, nature has given us a compound which just so happens to also be a selective positive allosteric modulator of that M1 muscarinic receptor. So this is what I believe is going to be the soon-to-be famous Bacopa study. The study here was titled In Silico and In Vitro Analysis of Bacoside A glycones, and its derivatives as the constituents responsible for the cognitive effects of Bacopa monnieri. So typical dosages, as I alluded to before, around 100 milligrams of Cognance per day. You can increase that to 200 milligrams if you want more potent effects. And if you personally have tried this particular ingredient, do leave a comment down below. Let's get a discussion going on your subjective experience. Mine is actually, at the time that I'm filming this video, mine is still waiting in the mail. So I'm actually still waiting to receive my sample. But I really wanted to make this video as soon as possible, really to share this new, really exciting research. And also bear in mind, if you're looking for a personalized nootropic stack, we actually discuss how to build your own nootropic stacks in my new men's energy program, Limitless. You will see that linked down below in the video description if you want to apply. So we can discuss various stacks, building out various hormonal optimization protocols, sleep protocols, and all that good stuff. So that's it from me today. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.